The age-old question, and something I've seen a few complaints about, my own complaints included. Now, since DICE is moving away from Battlefront 2, this is more of a speculation in what I think should be done, but likely won't be done. So 3 things. I've heard the news, I know DICE has stopped supporting this game, and I am not entirely biased on Luke. I thought he was the Lesser Skywalker even before The Last Jedi happened. So, does Luke need a nerf? My thoughts are actually a little mixed on this. On one hand, I want to say yes, but on another, I think he needs a buff. So I'll meet you in the middle and say I think Luke is exactly where he needs to be right now. If you remember the last time we talked about who needs a nerf, you'll remember me saying that Luke needs a nerf over Bananakin. After thinking it over, I'm certain that he doesn't really need one either. The biggest part of my thought process, though, is when I heard the voices of concern about Luke in the first place. In fact, here's the comment from my Does Anakin Need a Nerf video defending Luke's abilities. Quote, Luke does not need a nerf. He is exactly where he needs to be when fighting Vader. If you nerf Luke's swing speed, the only quick character on the light side, you're better off nerfing Dooku and Maul. Luke is my favorite to play as on the light side, even though Anakin is my favorite. Luke is just as equal to me as a character, though. Luke has good stamina and his dashes help out his stamina. That's what Anakin needs, more stamina and his block break to be a quick dash block break. Maybe give him 2 of them, but the dark side is overpowered as Nerfing Luke is the dumbest thing I've heard. We don't need that epic-ass character Luke to be nerfed. He is a savior for heroes versus villains at the moment. Anakin needs a buff and so does Obi-Wan. I agree with those 2 points. First of all, I came around to agreeing with most of it when it comes to Luke. I honestly think Luke is as balanced as he can be right now. It looks like he is meant to be the anti-Darth Maul, kind of like how Rey was meant to be the anti-Darth Vader. Weird matchup, but okay. I think the claims of Luke needing a nerf is just a little bit too much, and I know what I said in my past video. With some experimenting being done, it's pretty hard to win a 1v1 with Luke in Heroes vs. Villains. It's probably because I suck at tactics and don't play this game religiously. I know a way to play Luke, but it probably isn't the best way to play Luke. I don't think any of the heroes were meant to be in 1v1s either. I'm pretty sure the intent DICE had was to combo a few of everyone's abilities into a small group. Here's a few examples. Luke force pushes, Anakin pull dominances, and they both perform heroic might and repulse. That sounds like a ridiculous combo, especially with the right cards. If you want to take it one step further, Luke and Yoda together is pretty much the deadliest duo you've ever seen. With Yoda's presence ability giving everyone nearby more health, Luke can match Vader in survivability and sometimes even surpass him. Along with that, presence also has the ability to cancel Darth Vader's force choke. And if we want to stack more on top of that, Finn's big deal, depending on what kind of star cards you have, gives you an even greater damage resistance. That's enough to cover at least all of Palpatine's Luke, Yoda, Anakin, Finn, Prophet. Okay, maybe that's going to be a little bit harder than it sounds, but you see what I mean, right? It won't save you from 1v4s, but it definitely helps if you stick by Yoda. And it doesn't even matter who you are or how much health you have. I'm looking at you, Anakin main wannabes. After looking over abilities for the light side, Luke, Han, Lando, and Bananakin do not have passive abilities that help other people out. Everyone else either has Mind Trick, bonus health, damage reduction, shields, or stuns. Looking over on the dark side, every single one of them deals at least some kind of damage. You can make an argument for all of the freeze abilities, Vader's Rage and Boba's Scan, but nearly every ability on the dark side does damage or allows you to deal even more damage. Nearly everyone on the dark side can be a powerhouse if you have the right cards, and to make up for it, Anakin was added back in February of 2019. Was it a good idea? I'm pretty sure DICE had no other option. Now you have to seriously cheese the dark side as Anakin, Luke, BB-8, and probably Rey to win, or pray you have a map you can just push people off the edges. And even then, you still have people like suicidal Kylos and Darth Maul that can also push you off ledges. In fact, here's some clips of this exact problem. Ultimately, I retract my statement saying that Luke needs a nerf. Like before, he's annoying, but so are the rest of the heroes and villains, especially Iden, Grievous, and Rey. So those are my thoughts on Luke needing a nerf. What do you think of this? Do you think Luke needs a nerf? Do you think the light side needs a buff just in general? Let me know in the comments below. I'd happily read through all of your thoughts on this. Hey, while you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, consider giving this video a like. And if you want to stay up to date on all these shenanigans, subscribing is the best way to do it, and it would be super cool of you. Anywho everyone, that will be it for now. Have a lovely day and drink water.